So I want to flash back to when I first came to YouTube and where I actually came from. So I came from 1A. That was the first thing that I did on YouTube. I did audits, watched cops, did a bunch of that shit for a little while, and then met a couple people in the 1A. Fucking hung out with you people. Decided to start doing panels with people because I noticed that panels were a thing. And then I met AC. So when I came into the drama community, it was specifically pretty much 100% AC's channel. I didn't really fuck around on a whole lot of other channels. Like I visited Rada's channel once or twice. I went up on Tommy's maybe right around like 2 years ago when he first started doing drama streams. I know he came from the recovery side of YouTube. Who else did I go up on a lot? Tonic. Went with Tonic for a while. Does anybody remember where Bird came from? Because I have an idea of where he came from. And I'm pretty sure he used to hang out with 10th Man and Bones. 10th Man and Bones, of all people. 10th Man being a flaming homosexual. And then Bones, which, in my opinion, you know, flaming homosexual in hiding, but, you know, whatever. Bones is cool. He's funny. I just like making fun of him. But, you know, I just don't understand how Bird went, you know, flew south so fast.
Who are probably have already become aware of is that today, this morning, my YouTube channel was terminated. Terminated! Finished! She got kiboshed!
So after my show, when I was informed that you attempted to derail and confuse my audience, I decided to go look at your channel. And you had done what every bitch-made beaten cunt does, and you hid every live. Right? You hid every community post. Right. What you didn't do, and here's the problem, Bobby, what you didn't do is delete everything. You should have privated everything, but you didn't. Your fucking fragile ass ego wouldn't let you hide everything. So you left up a total, Bird, of 7 videos. Bitch. And again, I don't need to prove this. I'm saying things that I know the person that I'm talking to knows. I'm not talking to y'all right now. I'm talking to bloody Bobby, the phlebotomist flamingo, the sanitary napkin sparrow. I'm talking to you, motherfucker. Where's your channel?
End of discussion. And I was like, oh, there goes another one. like we haven't been here before. I think this is my 9th YouTube channel. My 9th. Oof. Jesus. So I'll be advertising that. Make sure to go subscribe, like, and share. We're going to build all over again. And not just that, but we're on our way to Starlink. So fuck you. Now, let me tell you a little story before we get started on Brett's, you know, championship. Yesterday, before I went live, before I even got a strike, as many of you probably know, I cleared the fuck out of my live streams. I mean, down to 0. Got rid of everything in my community tab, and I removed every video that I made that wasn't directly related to advertising the channel, which is the one video that's presented when you click on my page. And under it, there were 6 videos. Do you want to know what 6 videos those were? You guys are going to love this. An exposure of a pedophile named Rex.
What was he thinking, portraying that he was like this fucking big badass fucking dude? Like, first and foremost, even though you're a tradesman and you probably do work hard, I mean, I won't take that away from you. Just because you're a little guy, don't mean you don't work hard. But my thing is this: you're like fucking 5 foot nothing. You're small as fuck. You have obvious inferiority complex issues, which I myself have at times too. That's something that I work on a daily basis. But I'm thinking of like your persona, Bird.
Despite Brett's claims that he doesn't communicate with Nicolina, he admits that she was giving him money today. But would it surprise you to know that Nicolina called me this morning via telephone? And when she called me this morning via telephone, ooh, there it is.
We had good news today. Bloody Booby's channel was terminated. These are the same people that went after my channel to terminate them. Oof, oof, we're oofing it up. This motherfucker was already terminated on a new channel, ban evading. going after our L. Kennedy. Channel gone. He gone. He gone. 303's been pretty quiet. So anyways, Brett from the settlement asked me as his internet wife to help him grift for $50. And we were happy to oblige because tonight Brett will be doing a drunk live stream about Bloody Bobby. He said, go fundraise me 50 and you can use my past 3 live streams and the drinking one I'll do tonight. Be a good wife. So I was a good wife to my special husband, Brett, and he got $145 in less than an hour because he's going to be dragging some dirt balls tonight.
She told me that I should make sure to tune into Brett's tonight.
I was calling to get a statement from you regarding the terminated channel of One Air Thayer.
Don't know such a channel.
Yeah. What happened to your channel, Mr. Thayer?
Do you mean the Tyler Brink channel?
Yeah, what happened to that channel?
I showed in the Michelle profile that was related to Bandit.
Would you care to comment on porn bombing yourself while looking at Bandit's cock last night?
Was that Bandit's cock?
It was.
That's what it looks like?
I guess. So can you tell us why you were so reckless as to porn bomb yourself?
Well, what happened is I got distracted because I got a video call from Nicholas at work, and he was getting butt fucked by his coworkers.
Oh, was he at work last night? How does it feel after proclaiming a strike war to be completely annihilated and lose your channel?
I say it's time for strike wars, everybody. Let's see how many channels we can actually get removed from YouTube. You know what I mean?
Doesn't mean shit to me. What, you did something to do it?
Oh, we did. It was a concerted effort amongst the Puritans of YouTube.
What was it?
Yes.
Interesting.
Kind of like how you went and mass reported my channels.
I've never reported your channel.
That's not true. So I'm wondering, are you going to be licking the pajama fuzz off of Adam's balls now? Adam?
Who's that?
You know, Adam, that ghost dude that wears pajama pants. Are you going to be licking the pajama fuzz off his balls now? Or are you going to go to Katie's and cry?
Neither. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to upload a new channel. And I'm going to directly go into content about what your dad did to your kids.
My dad's been dead since 1991, Bert.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it Nicholas's kids or what?
No.
Maybe you should specify.
Maybe you shouldn't listen to people on YouTube, Bert.
Maybe we should have a real conversation.
Maybe we are having a real conversation.
I'll touch your kids, so why don't you explain?
No, that's not true. But you know who did rape their sibling? Trader's dead brother Jeffrey raped her now brother Jaden when she was only 12 years old. I did play that proof.
I heard the prank raped your dog.
I heard that you are an insufferable loser. Hey, is 303 in jail?
Why would 303 be in jail?
I don't know. Is he? I'm asking the question. Yes or no?
Why don't you go look at the booking reports and find out for yourself?
Is he in jail?
Why don't you go do the research if you're interested? Why would 303 be in jail? What would he be in jail for?
Well, probably welfare fraud.
Welfare fraud?
Yeah. So when are you going to start a new channel?
I did.
Yeah? What's the name of it?
It's called Nicolina's Prolapse. Looks like Brett's mom's B-flaps.
Oh yeah, that is almost original. That's almost. Could you text me a link to that?
I'm so impressed by me.
Could you send me a link to your new channel, please? With that being said, you seem pretty triggered, Bird.
No, I don't understand why you're trying to lie about Jim.
No, you're triggered. Triggered, Tweety Bird. You're so triggered. Where are your kids tonight?
What is it about you?
Where are your children tonight?
Let me tell you something.
Where are your children, Robert? Are they in a safe home after you evicted them from your home?
I evicted my children.
Yeah, well, according to the divorce transcripts, you had to remove your wife because you were going to get violent.
Divorce transcripts?
Yeah. Well, Brett discussed them at length the other day. He's got it.
Oh, did he? Well, that's interesting because no such transcripts exist.
That's not true. Every court hearing has transcripts, One Air Thayer. So did you kick your wife and children out of their home because you couldn't control your violent reaction?
No, maybe that's a...
Okay, all right. Well, I guess we'll see, huh?
Yeah, take that to the bank.
I think you should probably watch Brett tonight.
Well, why would I bother?
I think you should. I think you should watch Brett tonight.
Should I watch Brett tonight?
I think it'll be a great live stream. It'll be very educational, and you should be there front and center, Birdie. Why did you sign me up for Colorado health insurance?
Nick did no such thing.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I'm getting fucking calls and text messages from somebody in Colorado. So I gave them your cell phone number and said, call my husband. Here's his cell phone number.
Well, that's interesting because I don't even have your cell phone number for your husband.
Letter. Okay, well, I'm glad that you're terminated and you're unbothered. Bye-bye, Bernie.
But they're not in communication, by no means. Oof.
I've always been the same motherfucker. And here we sit. I'm live right now to 136 motherfuckers, son. A bunch of there will be blood people. The only reason they're here, Bird, and I'm not as confused as you, they're here because one of the people that disgusts people the most is getting toileted by the person that they say is the worst. Funny how that works, right? And for the little empty nesters that are saying, oh, they celebrate now, he'll be back. He don't phase, they don't phase the bird. No? You niggas don't know that guy.
I love the fact that Bird got whacked, and apparently his channel is gone. He begged for a strike war, and that pissed a lot of people off. And yeah, he gone. That's unfortunate. It's kind of bad when I was just talking about it last night. Like I was telling Callie, you're gonna find what you're looking for, and sometimes you're gonna find that you got more than you bargained for. Bird, I think that you have experienced that. That is the most epic thing that I've seen in a while, is for someone to beg for a strike war and then lose their channel like the same week. That's a different level of fucking hilarious. But yeah, I thought it was funny. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Today, not only did you get beaten, but here we go, Bobby, right? And this is my favorite fucking part. This is what I want people to clip. This is the end result. Tyrant Bird channel is gone, dead. And the kill shot, the shot that penetrated that bulbous bone behind your right earlobe. I'm gonna give you some knowledge here. That bone that's right behind your earlobe and your ear canal is the bone that World War II snipers were taught to aim at. And I'm gonna tell you why. The caliber of rifles back then was either very large or very small for warfare. The very large calibers obviously had a distinct advantage because you would throw a large caliber munition through a soft target, thus causing chaos. The less of a drop aspect of firearms, but you had to aim at specific places. One of those being, if you reach into your ear, put your finger in your ear like you're scratching your ear, and then run it to your skull behind your ear. There is a round bone right there. If you hit that bone with any caliber firearm shell, it shatters that bone and it launches those projectiles of bone fragments into your fucking brain, thus killing the target. That's what happened to you. And this, my fine feathered phlebotomist, was the proverbial kill shot. I'm going to give you a second so you can look at this screen, motherfucker. No one else did this to you. Nobody else. You had your one strike. Drilled. Then during me and Terry playing Call of Duty Zombies of all things. How are we doing on that search, buddy?
Oh, I was killing some zombies. Yeah, I'm doing it.
23 fucking viewers.
Wait for him. Wait for him. Waiting for Ernie. So Ernie is 0 feet away. Looking for that oral, that Joe. Oh no. Like, why is this as bad as I thought it was gonna be? Like, I heard about this, but I've never gone here. This is really weird. Like, incredibly awkward, bro. Whoa! Yep. We did not mean to do that. That was too much. Too far.
You decided to get your pussy hurt. Much like that potato traders and her cunt mother and her whore of a fat cunt girlfriend she never met. Much like fake Katie. Much like pajama pussy, the musty fucking fuckboy ghost, and his worst mother on the planet, cunt Peachy. You motherfuckers gotta learn the hard way, son. Your channel. I took that from you, Bird. If this costs me my channel today and you're back tomorrow, it's worth it.
See, you can have funerals for me. You can pretend that you've eliminated my ability to say what I have to say, but what you can't do is anything, really, because I'm still fucking here. I'm literally popping up right now like your mother's yearly herpes. Like, straight up. No one's eating those meat flaps right now. Like, no way. Nobody wants a piece of that. I couldn't sell those on a discount fucking meat market. Like, it's that bad. People don't eat beef that tastes like tuna.
And your persona, compared with like those you surrounded yourself with, is in conflict. Like, the people that you choose to surround yourself with are people that you could like one up.
Okay. Hold a little bit more.
I know people are upset or saying that it's against the law that they put that shit in mailboxes. They were given permission by 2 different agencies to use or to put those flyers in mailboxes. Trust me, y'all.
You want to see homos naked? So now homos were naked.
That's how I see it. That you could, kind of sway, try and puff your chest out, and stand out amongst the crowd. And the more that I watch you go down this fucking slippery slope that you're on now, this fucking straight up, self-sabotage journey, I think that you finally got to a point where you realized that you weren't going to be, the head honcho, like you weren't going to be the big swinging dick on deck, and it pissed you off to the point where you just said, fuck it, I'll just do what every fucking psychopath does when they realize that they can't be the best, or that they don't get enough respect, or that they don't get enough fucking clout or fame. What they typically do is they go to the extreme of becoming the evil villain, and then people watch him because they never know what he's going to do, type deal. And I'm thinking of all these tactics that you've used over the years. Why like one thing that really confuses me, this is above anything, why Katie decides to back you, I have no idea.
But, Brett's saying, oh, I have more, or he talks the way he talks about numbers as if it's an achievement, y'all. I guarantee you, if he lost his monetization, okay, Bird isn't even monetized, okay? He runs his little Cash App every, I don't know, maybe once every week. He does not promote his, when have you ever heard Bird say, oh, please, I need this. Please hit the Cash App. Please hit the Cash App. Every live, put it in his chat. All this shit. That's ridiculous.
Remember, everybody, hit that Cash App. We're moving up into Starlink. Last I checked, we are at $139.
Everyone, Bird needs your money. We want good streams for when he goes after these people.
That is just retarded. Bird needs Starlink, y'all, to make his life and the audience lives easier. He's doing it for the people, okay? Just like I got the keyboard and the mouse. I did it for the people and to make my life easier also. You know what I mean?
I have no fucking clue why Katie is backing you.
He's like, Bird will never make 1,000. He blah, blah, blah. So let's all try to get Bird back to his normal sub number or close to it, whatever. I don't think he's gonna have a problem with that.
Other than she's drawing off of the fact that you have numbers, you have a lot of hate watchers. I don't know if you're fucking botting your shit or what the fuck's going on, but you got a lot of fucking watchers, and yet you got like 10 people in your chat. So I'm wondering how you got 10% participation with watchers versus your numbers. It's pretty apparent to me. What you're doing is you're creating like a vortex for other people to draw off of you. Now Katie says that she supports you, and yet you've done all kinds of really, really heinous shit. Really heinous shit. And I myself have participated in it for quite a while. Up until the point where I said before this war even started, I had started to make a little bit of a shift. And I started to say, you know what? I'm not going to do the public service announcement anymore. I'm not gonna go as extreme as I do. And it wasn't because I wanted to look better. but I genuinely wanted to change, wanted to be different, wanted to, let go of old shit because it was repetitive first and foremost.
He's like, I will overlook disrespect just because it causes someone else more pain. I don't know how to put it easier. It's what I do, son.
Is it what you do, Brett? Because from my standpoint, the way I see it is that you've once again wrecked yourself in an attempt to accomplish that, but you haven't really affected me the way that you wanted to. See, again, channels rebuild themselves. When you build it, the people shall show up and participate in the fuck shit. Because why? Well, they like the fucking ruckus. And let's be honest, when it comes down to this fuck shit, you ain't as good at this as I am. Obviously. Because while you're fucking spurging, I'm sitting here laughing my ass off at you being a complete and utter retard and the lengths that you are willing to go in order to get a gotcha that you still have yet to obtain.
Second of all, a lot of the shit that I was participating in at the time, I just didn't feel right about it anymore. And I think Bird tried to do the same thing. I think that he tried to become calm and try and do things a little bit differently. But then, at the end of the day, a leopard is always going to show his fucking stripes. That's just, it's always going to be what it is. You're always going to be who you are.
Yes, I'm eating my words. But the problem is that strike wars continue. This shit don't stop. It ain't going nowhere. What, you think that just because one channel's down, like suddenly the rest of them are safe? Like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, I haven't even put no fucking time or energy into this shit. Like, what I was doing with El Kennedy was literally just like minutes on my fucking day. For no other reason than just to be a dick. That's why I didn't hit them all at the same time, right? Like, I do them in increments. 2 a day. And it was funny as fuck watching you all spurred.
Game, that, Mac, motherfucker. And I had an option right in my head while I was laughing. I have a fucked up brain. Everyone do. And a part of my brain said, hey, push that you're protecting John Bonet. And the other half said, don't lie to these niggas. So I'm not going to lie to you. This has nothing to do with protecting John Bonet. Nothing. I've said from the start that she's convenient to me. She's useful. I'll be honest with y'all. Everyone else won't be honest with you guys. I'm going to be. I've been since day one, son. She grew on me, sure. Her fucking video making skill has risen exponentially. But that don't make her my buddy.
And now what? Now, oh my God, we got him. We took his channel down. He'll never speak again. It must really irritate you that you can do nothing to stop me from assisting you in wrecking yourself. Like, every fucking turn where you think you got a gotcha suddenly turns into just a shit-ass situation for you. Like, the people are frowning, Brett. They're not happy that you just, maybe Nicolina and all the Geppetto supporters are happy. I mean, definitely. Mouse, beware Mouse, oh, he's happy. Same with that Mark dude. Yeah, that dude's really proud of you right now, bro. Like, you just made them all incredibly happy.
Bobby, tonight, and only tonight, I raise this glass. I raise this Rain in Blood Slayer cup that my friend Tonic and Sales bought me.
I was leaving. It's funny seeing Terry here. Very interesting. Guys, my channel's gone. It sucks. I guess I looked at one too many dicks. It's unfortunate. Tyrant Bird is done. It's no more. It has fallen to the Brett and the rest of the Dark Army. Did anyone see this coming? I sure didn't. When I was making all those Spurg streams, trying to go over Brett and, smoking a lot of weed, even though I say I don't do drugs, and blowing my boyfriend 303. It's been a journey, guys, but I'm glad y'all were with me, and I'm glad that y'all, tagged along until it finally reached its destination, which was into the ground. So, thank you for sticking with me all this time, guys.
I didn't ask him for it. It wasn't a planned thing. He didn't owe me. Onik bought a cup that he wanted to buy. He noticed that there was a Slayer Rain in Blood cup on the same website. Whether it cost him, whether it didn't, I don't care. My friend ordered that cup and had it sent to me because he knows how much I love the band Slayer. favorite shit, son. And you'll never know that, Bobby. You'll never know the joy of receiving something unasked for, unexpected, just because someone appreciates you. You'll never know that. And that makes me smile. It makes me happy. The fact that you're angry as fuck right now, and you're gonna fuck over that pajama pussy musty maggot failure of a father ghost, Adama. You're gonna get him another strike. Because as much as people hate me, Bobby, you more. Huh? Ooh, uncomfortable truth time. They hate you more. So what I think you should do, use unfuckable loser autistic cunts like BS. Use fat unfuckable demon sampler Manda 2.0 fucking cunts like Lily Rochelle. Use brain dead follower lemming pieces of shit like JP Fluffaguy. Use all of them, bruh. How many more of them are going to be launched down the street as a retard rocket, though? There's a question, right? Right. I mean, you have the potato pussy, right? You have Connie with a clit. Traders. You got her. She'll bow right in, you know? Because she's a retard. She's a paperwork retard. You weaponize mentally ill people for your own gain, Bobby. Everyone sees it. I keep telling you, the thing that confuses you the most about me, Bobby, is my greatest asset. And you don't get it.
No matter what, you can't hide from it. What you are is a hateful, fucking resentful, just fucking loser. You think that, by going after us and talking all this shit and, doing the whole strike war was going to go well. Like, even if the strike war went differently, that you called out, that you said you wanted people to, hit other people's channels, that's, first of all, that's a bitch move. Like, even I'll say that's a bitch move. Like, I haven't struck anybody in my entire time. Yeah, see, okay, so I was waiting for someone to say that a little bit sooner, Amateur Aquatic Addiction, because I wanted to be like, if you ever seen the movie fucking Oscar, one of Stallone's original movies, anyone who's ever seen that will know the part that I'm talking about it. But very nice, very nice. So what I'm getting at here is really simple. Bird, you lost. You lost your family, you lost your friends, and most importantly, not that I ever think that you found yourself, but you have definitely buried who you really are. You've buried it that much further. Seriously. You have buried yourself in this fucking slew of bullshit. You're like a newcomer when he comes into the program and, he gets over and he starts like throwing himself into service work, yet he's not concentrating on the steps. You read the part in the book where it says, oh, service is the secret. So, okay, well then I need to do service. And you're doing all these other things for other people, yet you're not doing anything for yourself. You're not working the steps. You're not working on who you are. You're not working on what your fucking traumas are. You're not working on your inner conflict. You're not working on your character defects. You're not working on your shortcomings. You're not working on your inferiority complex, and you're not getting that psychic change. And the psychic change is important. That's the most important thing. The most important thing that you should worry about when you're getting a new handle on life and you're starting to develop a different perspective is a psychic change. The only way to do that is to let go of lifelong ideals. And as you can see through the buildup of my last 3 years of sobriety, it changes. Like the whole demographic of how you conduct yourself changes. Okay? Who you surround yourself with, what you choose to talk about, what you choose to consume, what you choose to look at, what you choose to listen to, what you choose to think about. These are all relative things. And what I've noticed in you particularly is that you can't seem to concentrate on you. You're always focusing on someone else. You're always distracting yourself with working with other people and other causes and not keeping the main thing and prioritizing your life as what it should be. But what you're doing is just completely distracting yourself from your very fucked up life. Like, seriously, your very, very fucked up life. I'm going to do something that I didn't plan on talking about tonight, but I'm going to talk about it because it's on my mind. So, Ghost and Peachy. I'm going to try and say this as nicely as I can, but there's really not a way to say it nicely. So no matter how I go about it, I'm going to be painted as an asshole. But to the people who actually have, rational fucking trains of thought and are adults and conduct themselves as adults and think on a different mature level, you'll understand. So back when Ghost and Peachy first had their CPS call.
This happened. The CPS and 3 police officers showed up here 9:30 p.m. And it just, I forgot where I was going with that. What was I saying? That took me off track.
Showed up.
Yeah, they showed up at 9:30 at night.
It's literally almost dark outside. The kids are getting ready to lay down for the night. And I hear a knock on the door. And, Peach goes and answers it. And there's, a CPS worker and 3 police officers standing at my door.
I talked with Ghost the night that he was supposedly kicked out of his house. I talked with Ghost for about 7 or 8 hours. Okay? Tracking me? Talked with him that whole night. Supposedly he was at work. I can't confirm or deny if that was the case, but I do not believe that he was asked to leave his home. If he was, it was a suggestion, not an order, because you need a court order for something like that. And me, looking at that situation, no. I wouldn't have left my house. There's no way you're going to tell me to leave my family. Not unless there is a court order and handcuffs waiting for me if I don't comply. And even then, I'd probably say put them fucking handcuffs on me because you're not taking me away from my children. Period.
100%. I was removed from the home, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you're unsure of what exactly went down, I was removed from the home. My children was taken away from me because of the investigation.
My were able to stay in the home, but he had.
I was gone. That's what I'm saying. I lost my children. I lost them because you, whoever you are out there, not pointing fingers, but as a community, you know who you are. You set the scene to make that call. I'm not kidding at all, Darlene. God's honest truth. The individual stated to me that, well, sir, we're going to need you to leave the home. And I broke down and said, are you kidding me right now? Because you're getting ready to take away my life. The reason I wake up every single morning is for those children.
I think beyond that, Ghost, like I remember specifically, like, you're like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, sleep in my fucking car at work? Like, am I just gonna stay at the shop and fucking just, keep working on these machines? Like, and I remember how stressed you were about it, man. And it fucking killed me because, like, I know what you were going through, dude, like, from personal experiences.
And I told Ghost, what you should do, and I don't typically do this, but it was friendly advice in a very fucked up situation, so I did offer a bit of fucking advice on it. And what I said to him is what I said to a lot of other people when they started getting this real life shit. Walk the fuck away. Get the fuck off the YouTube. You are willing participants in this fuckery. And I'll tell you right now, like, my circumstances are a lot different than a lot of other people's. Like, I don't have kids. I don't have a family. I got my boyfriend, but, he's his own man. But what I told Ghost and Peachy was just get the fuck away from this shit. Like, and don't get me wrong, they didn't say anything online about the report because we wanted to take the wind out of Nicolina's sails, and whoever actually did it, we don't know. We have no idea who did it, nor will we ever. And that's, a fucked up thing, but that's the way it is. But I told them specifically, you guys are doing this to yourselves. As parents, you are doing this to yourself.
So I have to personally thank Bird for being there for me in this time. Bird was a real friend.
Brother, I appreciate that. I think the thing is, and that you've seen what happened, is that you were powerless, right? Like, I mean, literally, you were powerless.
There's a saying in the program, after we work our 4th and our 5th step, we go over it and we start to see that our problems are of our own making. We make our own problems. And Bird, you causing as much trouble as you are in the community, if you think that people that are just fucking psychopathic, more so than yourself, I mean true psychopaths, like actual, people that I wouldn't want to fuck with, if you think that shit, that blowback won't take place again, you're just being an asshole. You're being a selfish and self-centered asshole, going live on Ghost and Peachy's fucking channel, and just being a complete and utter fool.
This little like beef that you're trying to spark up with traders, like that's gonna bite you in the ass. Like remember, I'm a man of foresight, right? The flow charts. How many times have we been rounds on this? It's all predictive program. I mean, it is. It's all predictive programming. And I hate to break to you, but my predictions to the way that it's going to end for you, fucking with traders, is going to be laughable. It's going to be laughable. And at the end of the day, bro, you're stuck with one of two situations. Traders successfully follows through with what she said she's going to do, and that's have you evicted with Paula. Or Paula turns into the laughing stock of all of YouTube because she's willing to tolerate a man that doesn't care for her in the slightest. That cheats on her, that disregards and disrespects her, and makes a mockery of the loyalty that she shows a man that has no consideration for her hard work and effort to ensure he has a place to live and internet to proceed to continue to deceive her. Just my prediction.
Bringing this shit to their doorstep and involving them in shit that they probably don't want to be involved, but lack the backbone and the determination and the discipline and the matureness to say, hey, you know what? We just went through a bunch of bullshit with our family and we don't want it. Because I remember not so long ago, them saying exactly that. They didn't want smoke from Nicolina's side. They didn't want smoke from other people. They just wanted to do, different shit because the heat was getting too much for them and they decided to step back. Well, what happened? What happened to that? Because I'm telling you right now, if I had a fucking family that I loved and cared about, I would not be here. I would not be putting the loved ones that I have in danger. I would not be around people that will go out of their way to fuck my life up.
People I hold in my heart as friends will never approach me in a manner of, hey, could you stop reacting to someone that said you have to drug your wife to keep her with you?
Well, maybe you shouldn't have talked about my kids, but again, Brett, maybe not. I'm sure that Steve is completely thrilled to find out today that as soon as we hit 1,600 subs and back to our original number, that there's going to be a release of audio that's going to make what you guys did to Manda look like child's play. Remember, like you guys asked for it. Don't get mad when you actually get it. Watch how quick this channel grows. I bet you people sub up with all of their socks just to ensure that it happens sooner than later. Oof. Oof. Yes, I'm sure that she is just thanking you right now. She is thanking you right now, knowing what's to come. Yep. Super excited. I'm sure of it. I'm sure Elle Kennedy really enjoyed having to sort through all those copyright strikes. So stressed that she created a new channel before her channel was even taken down. oh, Michelle, I'm telling you right now, like what they did ain't shit. Like you want to hear some real nasty shit? Just wait till I get to my 1,600. I assure you, when that happens, it's gonna be vicious. It's gonna be it's. I don't want to say it's worth the wait because it's really not. That's why I didn't wait for it.
So I can be more comfortable. None of my friends will ever say that to me, Bert. None of them. Jamie, Tonic, AC, none of these niggas will ever.
Oh, Manda. When I say that, not only does it make your stuff look tame, the graphic sounds of shit is so extreme, and the words that comes out of some of these people's mouths when they're doing the dirtiest of deeds is bound to shock you. It is bound to leave you flabbergasted and completely in disarray. Like I assure you, like there's a reason I haven't released it.
Now, being that it's just me, I can do that. If anything comes across to my family or my loved ones, they can handle it. I'm not going to flip out. I'm not going to really care. It's not that big of a deal to me. Unfortunate situations do happen, and that's just the way it is. But I wouldn't intensify the odds of that shit taking place if I was a father.
Because this is entertainment for us.
Amen. But again, I guess for him, he's proud. He's proud that I had to start back at square one. Oh my God, 160 people now.
Is this going how you thought it was going to go, motherfucker? Is it? Because it's a wrap, son. It's over. You can build up another channel. I have no doubt that you will. And the same squad of the unfuckables will glamour to you. All that, right? They will. Of course they will. But it won't be the same, will it? Won't be the same.
We'll go sub to the Bird's new channel, folks.
Like, listen, or don't. Like, I try to tell these motherfuckers, the best thing you could do is just pretend I don't exist. Why? Well, because until you do that, everything I say and do will continue to plague you if you were on that shit list. And the good people love to watch. They all love the drama. They all love the shit talk.
That's real. I love it.
If I was a father, I would not do that. And it's unfortunate that you think that the shit ends when you log off, you know, and you could just forget about it. Like, that's not how these fucking crazy assholes work. Like, there's always crazy assholes on both sides. Whether it be, you know, who's right today or who's right tomorrow, there's always crazy assholes on both sides. I was just trying to, you know, the other night I was just trying to tell fucking, what's her face, Callie, like, I don't think you know what the fuck you're doing. I don't think you know what fire you're playing with. Because one of these days you're going to find something, and something's going to fucking reach out and bite you. And that's fucking unfortunate. But like I said, our problems are of our own making. You know, these people that are willing participants in this shit, and they play the fuck games, and they talk all this fucking shit, and they go to making threats, and they go to affecting people's finances, and then they take it a step further, and they start reaching out to people's lives, and they start making calls, and they start fucking, you know, just stupid shit. This shit isn't fucking by mistake. It doesn't just happen by mistake. That's not how this works. There's cause and effect. There's an equal reaction, and you're lucky if it's equal. Most of the time when you're dealing with these crazy fucks, it's not equal. It goes way past that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that people maintain like some sense of honor in this shit.
Nicolina, you know, and the Mean Girls paid him $145 before the stream even started.
What a fucking weirdo.
That is weird. I mean, is that not taking the pedo money?
That is. That's some dry ratting, pedo taking skankery right there.
Me and Nick ain't friends. I ain't never said a kind word to Jimbo. That ain't my fight. Those aren't my things, bro. Oh, and hey, Nick, since your people paid, I told Nicolina, out of spite, I said, you can clip my last 3 lives and tonight's live if you fundraise me $50. Those are the words I said. Within an hour and a half, I had about $145. Think of that, bro. They tripled my requirement just to put it in your fucking asshole, son. Just to treat your asshole like others treat it. To involve and insert an object. Right? This is a one-time thing for Nicolina, to be clear. Like, she gets the last 3 shows and this one, and she can clip them up. But that's it. If she plays a show 4 times ago, I'm going to gap her. I wanted to gap her for playing my shit without permission the other night, to be honest. But like I always tell you idiots, I didn't because it hurts people I don't like. See, this is the shit you faggots won't fucking admit to, son.
I mean, even to take Nick's money knowing that her brother-in-law is a goddamn sex offender and one of her children's fucking grandparents fucking did whatever they did, you know, that resulted in that kid being removed from her custody. Like, that's just crazy to me.
Right. So we get to talk about that now?
Oh yeah. Yes, we do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was holding off of that.
Yeah. Schedule a live stream. Have at it.
Like, I have my limits. You really gotta push me to do a certain thing. You gotta really affect me in a certain way, which is extremely rare. And most of the time, I'll tell people I don't care, because most of the time I don't. There's a couple of people that have pissed me off to the point where I've gone real life on them. I don't enjoy doing it. I don't want to do it. But at times, you know, the case of the fuck it sets in, and I decide to just go off the wall and just say, okay, nothing's off the table. Fuck, I don't like doing it. I don't like partaking in it. I don't like the feeling. I don't like guilt, shame, and remorse of the after effect. So I limit my exposure. I limit the amount of things that I will get involved in, and I always weigh the consequences with the payoff. Because if the payoff is, you know, peace and serenity, more than likely I'm going to just kind of stick with that. Now, if someone goes to fucking with my peace and serenity and going down my checklist and fucking bumping off different things that I actually do care about, well, that's different. That's a lot different. So, Bird, my suggestion to you is this. You're a little older than me. You should be a little bit more further along, but you're not. And that's unfortunate. That's shitty that you're dealing with what you're dealing with in life right now. And like I said earlier, our problems are of our own making. Do an inventory. Figure out what the fuck you've done wrong. Figure out what your part in it is.
What Brett fails to realize is I don't do this for the sub count or the viewership.
Or the money.
Or the money. Yeah, no, absolutely not. I do this shit because I'm entertained by psychologically fucking people into having bird brain that literally wake up and go to sleep with me on their minds. Like, creating fanboys and girls is my goddamn hobby. And
I'm impressed, bro. You have literally done a number on everyone. And they can't stop with the bird.
Well, the best part about it, 303, is that when you compare like the situation, right, is that he's got all these fucking evil ass degenerate fucks that like to wreck each other's real lives, and it's only a matter of time before they feud with each other, right? Like it's always an evolution of these people fucking with each other because eventually they fall out. When that happens, it's the same thing that we're seeing here. What I got over here, my dude, what I got subbed up to my new channel, what I got in my corner are reasonable people with real lives.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. Like, at least the people that I fucking hang out with here have incomes and fucking, like kids.
Wrong. Figure out what your part in it is and change. If you don't do that shit now, you're running out of time. I mean, seriously, to have a decent life, you're running out of time. You're already in extreme amounts of fucking debt. You're already fucking getting divorced. You're already fucking losing everything around you.
I mean, I'll be honest, Brett. You've kind of made me happy. You kind of have. Like, as sad as I should be for losing the channel, I'm kind of happy that you've shown your whole ass that you were willing to take it the distance that you took it to try and silence me. All to do nothing more than fail. Like, your attempts to wreck me and silence my voice was about as successful as Nicolina's attempt to get Katie disinherited. You know what I'm saying? Like, failures.
Your life is crumbling. Kick this YouTube shit to the fucking curb and move the fuck on. I mean, it seems to me that your priorities are fucked. Seriously, your priorities are fucked. If it was me, I wouldn't even fucking log on to this shit. I'd be more concerned of figuring out why my relationship fell apart, why my fucking life is shit, and why I fucking feel the need to use YouTube like a fucking drug. Because straight up, you're addicted as fuck to this shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I got a slight affliction myself to this shit, but when it comes in comparison to you and a couple other people, it's like, whoa, Jesus Christ, you need to throttle back a little bit.
Funny how this works out, right? And I'm going to go back to the first sentence I said when I went live, motherfucker. Is this working out for you?